Actually, when I was a kid, my dad and one of my brothers used to build model kits. So I used to see my dad making like the balsa wood planes. My brother used to make the hot rods. My older brother was into the military stuff, so I just kind of felt my way in there and started doing the military stuff and got into the cars, low riders and all that stuff. That's where it all started. This is Todd from Toddaction Toys. I've been building model kits, dioramas, custom action figures, painting for a good 30 plus years now. Biggest hobby is probably model kits, building, painting, from lowrider model cars to even 1/35 scale figures. Since I was about 7 years old, I've been building model kits. Action figures, 1/6 scale stuff, probably the last 10 years now I've been into that. Probably the 1/6 stuff I collect, more or less military that I actually collect. Is kind of weird because I do a lot of horror stuff. I love the horror movies. I love kind of creating my own scary horror kind of characters. I don't know what the thrill is, but it was kind of like my first love, even as a kid, was the horror movies, the classic horror stuff, like the Universal monsters. Right now, I'm kind of known for doing like the Star Wars homies, like the Star Wars Cholo figures. You might have seen them online on Instagram. A lot of people know me for making those right now. But I used to do a lot of custom stuff with the NECA and McFarlane toys. And when I started seeing the 1/6 stuff, it just kind of blew my mind and I really got into them. I don't know what drew me to it. It was just, they were kind of unique. Before they were around, I'd never seen anything like it. Compared to maybe like G.I. Joe stuff, which I really wasn't into. I normally use the stuff from like Walmart, not really expensive. They really work pretty good. The Martha Stewart stuff is really good. I even have old paints that are over 20 years old I still use, the Horizon paints. These paints are like some of the best. They're still really good. You know, I still use them. My oldest son, he's a really good artist. He's great at portraits. Actually, I have some of my oldest son's work here. Some of the masks you see hanging up, some of the little portraits that he sculpted also. He watched me when he was younger and he kind of got into that feel of creating and stuff as well. It's a great feeling. Once something I really put my energy into, once it's done, I kind of get a really great feeling out of it. And sometimes it's not even about selling or making money, but it's the reaction of people is what really, gets me excited as well. A lot of the custom work that I do, especially like the Star Wars Cholo stuff, they go really fast. They're not here very long. I mean, hip hop, of course, is a big influence. The Wild Style graffiti era back in the 80s kind of inspired me a lot as well. It's just seeing real life, things that you see every day is what kind of inspires me to create, I do sell my work. You can catch me here at Frank & Son's Collectible Show in City of Industry. And you can find me also on Instagram, Toddaction on Instagram. Just message me and we'll go from there. Oh, I'll be doing this forever. I'll be 90 years old and still, trying to paint. It's just a thrill. It's more than a hobby. It's kind of what kind of keeps me calm, keeps me level.